Lambert is marking a new era right now as new signage is going up indicating the first British Airways routes from St. Louis to London Heathrow. This is Forward. I'm David Amalotti, and like I said, that new signage for British Airways going up, marking the first direct flight between St. Louis and Heathrow. It's set to take off on April 19th. The new route is set to fly 4 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, again connecting St. Louis directly to London Heathrow. You will fly a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, and you'll have your pick of business class, premium economy, or economy. Airport officials say there's no major structural changes needed to support that new international service. There is a lot of excitement for this new global route for St. Louis for business, travel, and tourism. Another project for Lambert is that new single terminal. We are still waiting to see those early renderings of what this could look like. It's still getting hashed out between the airport and the airlines. But what I'm told by airport leadership and regional and state leaders is the British Airways route is a key piece in further positioning St. Louis nationally and globally. Flyers at Lambert say the airport makes a mixed first impression. Easy to navigate, but dated. And many say it doesn't fully tell St. Louis's story.
It needs to be redone. It needs to be updated for sure.
Others say Lambert feels smaller than major hubs, but see opportunity.
It helps grow the city and maybe get more tourism to this area also.
And for the first-time visitors, the airport is their introduction to our region.
Seeing maybe some pictures on the walls of some of the things that St. Louis has to offer, just because I'm actually pretty unaware, I think, of all of the things that there are here. So just being able to walk in and kind of see that plastered around would be really nice. More intriguing and interesting to come back to.
Longtime residents say modernization isn't just about comfort, it's about pride.
When I go somewhere, I represent St. Louis. So I think that if our airport came up a little bit more modern, a lot more modernized things, like some of the other larger airports, I think I would appreciate that.
And the mixed reviews continue down the street at the Renaissance Hotel, just on the other side of 70 from Lambert.
Honestly, it's not my favorite place to come into. I travel a lot, and I think it's very dated, kind of needs some work.
It's nice, it's modern, it seems pretty upscale.
Empty. Because when you go to other places in other cities, it's more lively. St. Louis don't got that stay factor.
It leaves you wanting more as that first impression.
That impression matters, especially for businesses that rely on every arrival.
Lambert, definitely helps drive a lot of business to the hotel.
But Jamie Gaddy with the Renaissance Hotel says for many travelers, that first impression extends beyond the airport itself to the surrounding area.
I would say that it is definitely one of the largest obstacles that we are facing when it comes to travelers coming to St. Louis.
She says the lack of nearby businesses, walkability, and concerns about crime can make the area harder to sell, even as her hotel works to create in-house programming. That's why plans for a new terminal and more international flights are being closely watched.
With an increasing number of flights and new airlines coming in, it's just more and more opportunity to bring revenue to the hotel.
She says getting Lambert right isn't just about air travel. It's about livelihoods tied to every arrival.
The more revenue we can get from the airport, the better. Again, every 15 people that come in on a flight is potentially employing someone for a day. So it's our staff's livelihood.
2025 put Lambert squarely in the headlines, with flights both coming and going. Alaska Airlines announcing new nonstop service to Portland. Delta adding flights to New York's JFK. At the same time, Southwest cuts several regional routes. But the biggest move, British Airways launching nonstop service between St. Louis and London Heathrow, set to take off this spring.
It's what we expected.
Many credit Rhonda Hamnabrigi for landing BA, turning Lambert around and setting off this new era.
The Lufthansa and the BA have been incredible wins for this region, and I think that's going to help start off 26 to be a good year and hopefully even better years to come. But I think it is going to also be reliant on all of us working together to make sure that we are selling this region.
She says that's why the vision for the new 64-gate terminal is so critical, promising modern facilities while preserving Lambert's history. For example, the airport's iconic terminal was designed by world-renowned architect Minoru Yamasaki, who worked to capture the era's love for jet travel with these distinctive thin-shell concrete vaults.
It's going to be fantastic.
Rhonda says this modernization is crucial for connecting the airport to our region's identity and addressing a decades-old problem.
A lot of people didn't feel connected to the airport in the region, right? They wanted to see how does this airport fit into the regional things that we have to offer. And so we've really made a concerted effort to try and bring in local restaurants, to do advertising that really focuses in on the venues we have, whether those are the museums or whether it's the zoo, all of those various things that we have that we love here. And I think an airport does need to be connected to your region and make people feel a sense of what St. Louis is when they land or when they depart.
The push for international flights aims to restore Lambert's global prominence. How close is Lambert and St. Louis being back to that kind of global prominence that it enjoyed, back in the 80s?
Yeah, I think we're getting close to it.
She says recent international flight wins are incredible for the region, but continued growth relies on a joint effort to sell St. Louis.
What they want to see is the region growing, right? Is the GDP growing? What are businesses that exist here? How are they looking at the future in terms of their growth? And then are there other businesses looking to come here? So it is a joint effort. It can't be one or the other. It's got to be a joint effort.
She says while Southwest already operates a hub here, attracting another major airline hub relies heavily on the region's ability to grow its local market.
When you are a market this size of 2.8 million people, if you're looking at a large hub operations, you rely both on a local market and a connecting market. Our local market hasn't really grown, and that makes it very challenging when you think about trying to bring in a second hub.
For decades, St. Louis watched international flights disappear, and with them, global relevance. Donna Behringer, St. Louis Comptroller and Airport Commission member, says the impact was felt on the international stage.
And we were having dinner with Parliament, and we were talking about trades between UK and Missouri. And one of the Parliament people stood up and actually said, I don't mean to be rude, but until you have a direct flight from Heathrow to St. Louis, we really don't have much to talk about. So this has changed everything.
She says British Airways isn't just about travel, it's about trade. St. Louis is eyeing new international routes, including Vancouver, Rio de Janeiro, Dublin, and the African markets.
You need connecting flights. So let's say you don't live in St. Louis, but you do live in a city that you need to get on the American Airlines to get home to your city. You may fly direct from St. Louis to UK, just like a lot of people drive from here to Chicago to do direct flights to Europe right now. Not Germany, because we're in Lufthansa, but it will make a difference. It really will.
This is a great first step,
Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe says the addition of British Airways is a major milestone and says it signals momentum that hasn't existed in St. Louis for decades. He says this moment for Lambert is about more than a new flight. It's about whether St. Louis can compete again on that global stage.
If you want me to recruit companies and build an economic development here, I need that airport to be world class, and I believe we're on our way to get there.
But the governor says restoring Lambert's status won't happen with gates alone. The entire experience, from landing to leaving the airport, has to change.
We can make the gates right, we can make the rental car facility right, but we have to have the area around that, the district around Lambert Field, look and feel right.
Kehoe points to basic shortcomings, like Lambert being the only top 50 airport without a centralized rental car facility, as obstacles to attracting both airlines and businesses.